What's up, fellow phantoms? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Aladdin, 2019 version of Aladdin. Let's talk about it. If you don't know, Aladdin is based off of a prior 1990s animated version of Aladdin, and that movie is based off of a folktale. What Disney does most of the time, rip off other folktales, claim them as their own, changes a happy ending, blah blah blah. But this is a remake of the 1990s animated feature film from Disney. I'm gonna tell you straight up off the bat, leading up to this movie, I did not expect good things from it. I was not really excited for it. Any sneak peeks, trailers, some of the casting choices like Will Smith, I was not excited for this. And the trailers and sneak peeks leading up to this did not put my mind at ease. I was very pleasantly surprised. And maybe that's because I went into it with this negative, just bad vibe feelings about how this movie was gonna be, and the fact that it was average. You know what I mean? I had my expectations down here, and it was like here, so I felt like here. You know what I mean? Anyways, the movie wasn't half bad. The times when it tries to be different from the original is probably where this movie shines, where it tries to be different and set things apart, like certain musical set pieces, like just the attitudes of certain characters, like Princess Jasmine, like the genie, like Genie's side story, like Jasmine's side story. You know, Jasmine doesn't want to just be a princess to be saved. She wants to be the Sultan. She wants to lead Agrabah. That's a good addition to this adaptation for modern era. There are some instances in which this movie takes a backseat, takes a couple steps back from how good the original animated feature is, such as Jafar and Iago. While most of the original movies people grew up watching, they did have a good story to tell for the most part. And these movies had a good story to tell because of their villains. When you think back at like Cruella de Vil and, you know, Jafar, these larger than life villains that also had personalities, that is a big reason why you like these films. And that's a big reason why even the adults taking their children to see these movies like these films, because they had charisma and sass and just, they had a personality. Jafar in this movie did not. He's just pure evil, and for that aspect of the character, it's very good. But when you look back at the original Jafar, he's sassy and like sleazy, and just he has this like oozing bad notorious charisma to him. And in this movie, Jafar really doesn't have any of that. He's just evil. So there's that. But this movie, really the only reason why it shines this much is because of Will Smith as the genie, because of the actors that play Aladdin and Jasmine in this movie. When you look at them, you see Aladdin and you see Jasmine, and I think that that's really what makes this movie, on top of the great musical set pieces. But when you think about it, what is Guy Ritchie about? Guy Ritchie's about fast, slow, spectacle, visuals, and then usually a good score or music accompanying whatever is going on screen. So I guess this makes sense when you think about a whole new world and like Prince Ali, Ali Abi, Ali Ababa. Those iconic musical set pieces, as well as a couple added in for this modern movie, is really where this movie shines. But when they do word for word, scene for scene, the original, it does not shine, because when you go toe to toe with an iconic franchise like that, you're gonna lose, especially when you don't have people like Robin Williams leading the charge as charismatic as Will Smith is. When Will Smith is the genie, Will Smith as Will Smith, not Will Smith as Robin Williams, it's great. When you have different dialogue, different set pieces, or just the same musical set pieces, but, you know, catered to this audience and given like a modern, almost hip-hop-ish flair or whatever it is that's being added, that's where this movie shines. But when your opening scene is a musical montage, almost like this movie relies upon you watching the original and understanding that. If you going into this not seeing the original one, and this is your first Aladdin movie, I don't know that you are so attached to these characters as much as you would be as if you watched the original movie first. But anyways, guys, I think that this movie is definitely worth a watch, in my opinion. Out of all the live action Disney movies that have been coming out lately, Jungle Book, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Christopher Robin is probably my second favorite to Christopher Robin. Just an overall, not just story, but just overall enjoyment. So I guess I'm happy to see where this goes forward. Let's see if they make another Aladdin. As of the making of this video, it's made like $100 million, and it's been like 4 days, so it's a success, at least in Disney's eyes. So we'll see where this goes forward, even with mixed reviews coming out. I'm gonna give this movie a B-. You know, not the worst, not the best. I think second best out of the live actions. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? If you have, let me know what you think. Anyways, fellow Phantoms, I appreciate you guys stepping by. If you guys have any movies coming out that you want me to review, or even future movies coming out that you think I should, or past movies that you have come out that you want me to take a look at, go ahead and put those in the comments below. If you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell so you know every time I'm coming out with new movie reviews. And just thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Later.